Hey y'all, welcome to the Jezebel Way Trio. Today I missed you guys. Feels like a while since I've seen y'all. And I just wanted to do a collective read today for the Mercury Retrograde in Pisces. Um, yeah, that's going to be some wild stuff this couple of weeks. So anyway, I'm going to start off with an oracle card here and let's just see what we get for the collective. Okay. You will meet your soulmate when the time is right. Well, you know what? If we had a dime for every time we heard that, we wouldn't have to do a damn thing, would we? You'll meet your soulmate when the time is right. Solid advice. Okay, so just going to do a separation spread. Let's see what's going on, y'all. Hard at work. Somebody is putting their head down, okay, and they are hard at work. Not necessarily thinking about love, but, thinking about stacking those coins, okay? So somebody's hard at work. They're not real focused on it, okay? You guys may not be real focused on it, but you're definitely focused on your work. So let's see what's going on. It's probably a good idea to be focused on your work during this Mercury retrograde in Pisces because it's going to be a bigger. All right, nobody's holding on to nothing this week. Look, these were both in the reverse. So somebody's holding on to communication, right? But in the reverse, somebody's let go and they don't have the hope anymore that there will be incoming communication. Communication's going to be upside down this week, y'all. Aha, stagnation and moving forward. These are, let me make sure this deck ain't upside down. Okay, so light bulb moments, clarity, moving forward. However, in the reverse, there is no clarity and there is no forward movement. So, all right, buckle up. Okay. Secrets coming out. Secrets coming out during Mercury retrograde. Balance. Okay, so justice is in the reverse. So many of you feel like maybe there's no benefit to things coming out. Or there will be justice for things coming out because communication during this period of time may prove to be difficult. There may be a lot of changes in the wind happening for these next, however long this thing lasts, y'all. Hope it ain't a long time. But Pisces, Mercury retrograde and Pisces here, there will be delayed movement in love relationship, okay? There will be somebody putting their head down and not being ready to accept any communication or being worried about what the other party's doing. Most of the time we're all, what are they doing, but during this period of time, it looks like the majority of people are not going to be worried about their soulmate or meeting their soulmate. Communication's not going to be coming. They're not going to be holding on to the idea that they hope, that communication will be coming. And secrets are going to be coming out during this period of time, which may restore some balance. So, moving on. Okay. People are just trying to lay down some conflict. They know that there's a possibility of conflict coming, perhaps, and maybe they're just trying to, lay down the conflict and not focus on it and hope that if they do this and they kind of lay the conflict down and move forward, that they can move forward, okay? So laying conflict down and moving forward is what we have here. All right, so let's see what blocks are going on between the two. Whoops. Show me the blocks between. No more juggling and no more being entertained by illusions, okay? People are wanting the truth. I think that there's not going to be a lot of blocking of the truth coming out for these next few weeks or whatever. People aren't going to be living in illusions anymore. They just want, they want it straight in love relationship, okay? So there's not going to be blocking out any lover, okay, during this time. There's not going to be any juggling. People are going to make their decisions and they're going to swip and swap. And, Sally and Jimmy might be together this week, and then Nancy and Jimmy might be together next week because they're twin flames. I don't know. But people are not going to be blocking out love relationships, and they are not going to be blocking out the truth. And they are not going to be living in state of illusion. I think they want the straight truth, and that's that. Although, communication about moving forward in relationship may prove to be difficult, okay? Because King of Swords in the upright, it's all about planning and authority and, let's do this thing the right way, right? When he's in the reverse, though, he's nasty. And he says nasty things, and he's very domineering and cold as ice. So, might not be the best time to discuss moving forward in relationship with one another. Okay, it might be time just to lay that on the back burner, go on a few dates. So what I'm gathering here is that people are putting their heads down. They're not going to be worried about love relationships so much. They're not holding on to hope and communication and living in illusions of love relationship any longer. Truths are going to come out, okay, regarding relationships and people, because that's what happens during Mercury retrograde. But people aren't going to be blocking that out anymore. They want the secret to come out. They want the truth to come out. They are not blocking that. They're not living in illusion. They are not living with false hope that there will be forward movement with any relationship. Illumination will come from this period of time of Mercury being in retrograde. People want to lay down burdens. They want to let the past be the past and move forward, okay, with their plans with one another or with themselves. But what I have here is that maybe discussions about how exactly we're going to move forward is not a good idea during this time. So let's see how our partners may be feeling about us during this Mercury retrograde. All right. They want the truth. They want solid, committed relationship. Yes, no longer wanting to be single. Taking a leap of faith, but with a condition. Taking a leap of faith to move forward in relationship, however, it looks like maybe they don't want to, okay, so they want to put the horse before the cart, right? They want to move forward in relationship. Yes. But they don't want to put the work in to fix what's wrong. So they don't understand what's wrong. There may be a lot of energy of control, authority, wanting to take this full steam on, and not wanting to see that they may have faults that they need to become aware of and fix, okay? So this is, yes, I want to move forward with you, but, if there's some stuff here that I've got to fix, then, I'm just going to ignore that. Romantic love will abound. However, there may be deceptive partnerships, deceptive relationships, and it may be very public. So be careful who you get into bed with. All right, so let's see what a potential final outcome can be this week. Well, it looks like offers will be expected to be given. Maybe offers will not be given. But it's not necessarily because of a betrayal. I think that people are just going to be topsy-turvy with things this week, with abundance, with um, hmm, with abundance, with fertility. This might not be the time this week to try and conceive children. It's not going to go. It's not going to be a go. Also, maybe the fact that people are not going to be feeling very sexual. So sex might be on the rocks this week, right? People are liberating themselves from different contracts and connections this week. And the focus is not going to be on relationship. The focus will be on moving past that toward maybe a solitary situation. Okay, there's going to be some toxicity this week in communication, and people are going to want to get it on. Okay, but they may not be very successful in doing that. People are just going to be trying to maintain the balance and think about, okay, this is the main object of Mercury retrograde. This is what always happens. Lovers from the past are going to be popping back up and like coming out of the woodwork. Okay. Also, people are going to have the desire and the need to reconcile. They're going to be very pensive about how much time have we wasted here? How many years have we wasted when we could have been doing this and that and the other, right? How many years are we going to continue to waste? So people are going to be making life-changing decisions. If you're in current relationship, though, it might not be time to discuss how we're going to move forward. You may need to leave that alone for a while. People are going to be breaking up and getting up with other people. Fertility is going to be in the tanker. There may be some toxicity in conversation, but there's going to be a lot of letting go of illusion. There's going to be a lot of coming into thinking, what have I been doing? We've been wasting all of this time. Lovers may come back. But I think a lot of you are going to be concentrating on moving forward in your own right. You're going to be concentrating on moving forward in your own life and not wrapped up in illusions any longer. And bottom of the deck, we've got the Tower moment. So it's getting ready to blow up. Okay. Lots of breakups and shakeups this week. So be careful, be mindful. You've been warned. So let's get some oracles on it and kind of see where we're going there. You will meet your soulmate when the time is right. Wish I had a dime for every single time I've heard that jazz. Okay. The thinking woman. This is a new path. A lot of people are going to be concentrated on getting new paths or may find themselves on new paths this week. Angel of Love. This is about alignment, coming into alignment. Remember, I said those people are going to be returning. And this is about foundations in love, thinking about where do we stand? Okay, it's going to be a lot of that. It's just not going to be a good thing to discuss it this week, quite honestly. Sudden changes. There is going to be powerful intuition probably happening because we've got like a trine for Pisces, right? And there's going to be a lot of intuition kicking off. So this could prove to bring about the sudden changes I've been talking about, because, if your intuition's kicking off and you're listening to your intuition, then you're going to know whether to go left or right. Journey. People are going to be coming back together and realigning with other people. Healer of the Ages, 51-6, spiritual alignment, community. Okay, there's going to be an emphasis on maybe getting with like-minded people this week. Abundance could be returning in your other areas of your life, not just love. Maybe your foundations regarding, money, work. Okay, people are going to be putting themselves into work this week. Maybe about, how do you feel supported? There may be issues with support. You may not feel supported. But that's just the retrograde energy. So remember, don't take it to heart. It's going to be very short-lived, hopefully, and, just roll with the punches. Your hard work is paying off, so just roll with the punches. Confidence is key to your success. There's going to be a lot of thought process about remembrance and, looking over the past and thinking about what might have been probably. Okay, so don't get wrapped up in illusion. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. Just stay the course. Just ride it out. That's what it's saying. Ride out this Mercury retrograde. Okay, ride it out. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Well, that's very important because this week it's going to be a lot of changing, right? Changing up and moving around and switching up partners and life events. So I think this is saying to you that, whatever happens this week, just give it up to the universe. All you have to do really is just say, hey, you know what? I can be a co-creator as much as I can, but if I'm meant to be in a specific place at a specific time, then that's what it is. So you know what? I'm not going to try to control it. I'm just going to let it go, and I'm going to go be on the path I'm supposed to be on. Easier said than done, but give up the control. Consciousness. Yes. Okay. So 8, abundance, consciousness. Okay. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. So this is about communication again. Communicado. It's going to be difficult this week. There's going to be a lot of probably spiritual awakening this week happening too. Intuition. Focus your attention on all the aspects that show up. Okay, 3D, 5D, whatever. Everything. Universe guiding you toward a specific area. Just remember, your consciousness might be working in overdrive. Fertility. What I tell y'all. Closing out cycles. Okay. This is a lot of blues. Again, a lot of communication regarding love relationships is going to kick off this week, and some of it might not be so good, so just prepare yourselves. The frequency and fertility is not going to be happening this week, so if you're hoping on getting pregnant this week, it's not going to happen. The frequency of fertility invites us to become more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. So, yeah, I think this is going to be freeing too, because maybe we can let go of those illusions and we can be free to move forward. That's what I think is going to happen. We're going to have some weird, funky communications. Relationships are going to be kind of shaky. People are going to be awakening spiritually. Alignments are going to happen with specific divine counterparts. And, we're going to be going on new paths. I think this is going to be like a corner for us. Discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Okay, so stay grounded, because it's going to be hard being grounded this week. Okay? So basically, all of these cards, what they're saying is there's going to be an emphasis on communication, good or bad. There's going to be a lot of changes happening. So let go of the control of what you thought you had control over, because you don't. Just let it go. And just make sure you watch your communication this week. Got to be a lot of closing out cycles. Abundance in work and things may be very good. Love, maybe not so much for some of us. And closing out cycles that we thought we were bringing to life, it's time to move on to something else. In addition to that, because communications are going to be kind of funny in love relationship, use your intuition and your discernment. This is a pivotal time to be using intuitions. And all of that swirling around may make us feel as though our heads are in the clouds, and we can't focus, and it's fog brain. So happens every retrograde. So just remember to do your root exercises, and your grounding exercises. And understand that even though you may be up in here, that you still are a creature of the 3D, and you still do have people you can reach out and support you and be a part of during this time, because the next couple of weeks may prove to be just a little bit difficult for lovers. Listen with your heart. During this time, it may be time to say, you know what, I'm not going to live in an illusion anymore. I'm fully aware of what I've gotten myself into and what I've built up in my mind, or, that the reality and the fantasy aren't the same thing. I'm not going to live in illusions anymore. And it may be time for me to let go of something that I've been holding on to for years and years and years, right? Listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but you are not listening. But you need to listen with a loving heart. So communication again, okay? Communication this week may be a little bit tricky. This is a 1. This is of the self, okay? What is resonating for you with your core values in your life? How are you aligning yourself? And how are you aligning your life to reflect that? Because what's inner is reflected in the outer, okay? And vice versa, right? So listen with your heart. You're listening to what is being said, but you need to listen with a loving heart. So anyway, communications, revelations, no longer living in illusions this time around. That's all going to be swirling around this week. So I just wanted to do a collective for you guys because I missed you. Hadn't seen you in a while, and I'm not going to be doing the second half this month. I'm going to be coming back next weekend with what's in their head. So happy Mercury retrograde, lovers.